Let's watch the opening. I'm sorry, we're gonna not hear anything for a second because I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit more. There. Oh no.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
I'm playing with controller, obviously. Audio. I'm a little... I'm gonna raise this up to 65 because we can't really hear them all that well. Subtitles are on. Everything else is pretty much fine. Accessibility, QuickTime events, autocomplete. There's QuickTime events. Well, you know what? We're gonna leave it as intended, but we're gonna do subtitles white. Subtitles are on. They're medium. All right. Sounds good. So Biomutant is a brand new IP that was released by THQ Nordic. It is apparently made by a relatively small team, and what they managed to do was pretty awesome with the size of it. As I said, I've looked at some reviews for it prior to us being offered a review copy. The reviews that I have seen have basically put it in mostly 6 out of 10 reviews. Like, people like it, but at the same time, there are things that are really holding it back. It's supposed to be relatively decent. I don't know how much of anything in this is going to really draw me, but I am kind of curious. And like I said, action-adventure open world is enough of a draw for me in some ways. It's post-apocalyptic, which is always a downside for me because I just don't care about post-apocalyptic settings. It's martial arts based, which I'm kind of hit or miss on. I don't really care about martial arts. It doesn't really draw me. And it's science fiction, so you have 3 things that normally are things that just don't draw me in all that heavily. But, I mean, like I said earlier, trying and playing is completely different, and I'm kind of curious to see what I'm going to feel about it afterwards. We're going to keep it on medium.
Encode your DNA.
Primal is a nimble, developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid with a gene mutation, making them nimble and dexterous at the cost of lesser developed intellect. Dumbdawn, least developed anthropomorphic, a hybrid offshoot that compensates the lack of mental prowess with physical strength. Rex, extraordinary developed anthropomorphic breed, hybrid outcast with an even DNA string, making it apt for both physical and mental challenges. So this is kind of everything. Hyla, regenerative, developed anthropomorphic breed with a gene mutation, making them extremely tough and resilient. Yes, I'm skipping some of the text when I'm reading it. Fit breed is renowned for highly evolved minds. They are ugly. Its genius is directly interlinked by the power of Ki, which amplifies their psionic output. Murgles. Okay. I mean, I actually like Rex a little bit more, but the thing is that... What are Murgles? Its evolutionary lineage has gone in a direction where form and appearance has dominated over function. So their charisma and luck is higher. Fips are... I guess we're going to be a Fip. Because they have more power. Okay, so the one thing I'm going to end up doing from what I've... The one thing I haven't seen in anything that I've heard of anyone play it, all I ever hear is people going, oh, I went with a sword character, or oh, I went with a gun character. We're going psychic. Because it's the closest thing I can be to a wizard. Hi, Buckles Jess. Define your character's starting attributes. To see more detailed explanation what effect each attribute has, press meh.
Define your genetic structure.
It changes your look. I do know about this. Well. I mean, yeah.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Genetic resilience. Does it matter?
Choose your first style.
My first style. Oh my goodness. Why did they do it like this? It's really weird. It's this feels unnecessary doing it like this. Okay. Why do my colors look so weird? Oh my god, the look changing. You know what?
Pick your main color.
My main color? What is it changing? Oh, it's changing my arms.
Choose your detail color.
My detail color. Oh god, no. Oh, you could change the brightness.
Pick your main color.
I want it to be brighter. I want it to be brownish.
Choose your detail color.
Whatever.
Class. Command Psyfreak.
Why not? They're experimenting with psionic powers and mutations. They're usually outcasts on the fringe of society. Done.
Psyfreak chosen. That'll work.
All right, let me turn up the volume because I turned it down because the cinematic is loud and in-game is really low. There. To move forward, use...
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
Bunny hop. I got bunny hop. This is what I look like. I'm weird looking is what I am.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
What? I choose to go up.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
I'm dark red as in strength and power.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
I'm one with the darkness.
I can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better half.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter, Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself, and it seems we're headed in the right direction.
Dark. Aura somewhat dark. I move pretty quickly. Oh, hey, I have a dodge. Is that stamina? That is the stamina.
Right is always right.
What? What if I don't want to go right? Left is beft.
Guess left can be right sometimes.
What is this? Wow.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Meat eaters meat.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
What am I doing? I don't understand. I don't know. Oh god, I have to aim. That's a monkey wheel. Ow. Phoenix flight. Oh, that's Phoenix flight. Panther's sweet. Yeah, I want to do that. Ow. What the hell is a Panther suite? I don't understand. Parry. I don't want to parry. There. Hit me. I need to parry you. Yes. Ow. Viper bite. What? Why do I have crazy? Ugh. I broke it. That was a really weird, like, cut.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Ow. Well, it won't let me run. Oh, okay. Wait, it's the same as the cutscene that we saw. What? So our tutorial was the same as the cutscene, and I feel like I had a bunch of, like, actions thrown at me. Okay, so I can mix and match my different button presses to do different moves. Gotcha.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Escape the explosion. What happens if I just stayed in there? Go in. Go in. Damn it. Wait, so, okay, I have an animation when I'm up against the wall. Look at that. Except I kind of go through said wall. Melee weapons, spark gloves. Well, where's my beautiful psionic abilities? There we go.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Move towards an enemy to target them with melee attacks. Aim the camera towards an enemy to target them with ranged attacks. To reload your weapon, press right button. To use an ability, press the button it's bound to while pressing and holding. Throw a sparkling ball of key energy that damages an enemy it hits. Hold the mutation select and press the Y button input. Oh my god, this is way overload right now. Key energy is used for dodging, using mutations, and performing special attacks. Okay, so it's not stamina, it's key energy. When you're out of key energy, you'll be unable to perform these actions. Your key energy regenerates both in and out of combat.
Get ready. Great shot. Your key is gone.
My key is gone. How do I change who I'm targeting? Ow.
Blitz.
That's what you get. I want to get in there. Well, what's over here? It's all like, go up there. I'm like, but what about over here? It's a car. No. Wait. Thought for a second I went. Oh, I did. A little bit. Oh, no. Standing in the garbage. Just down the hall. Open the door. I don't. What if I decide I want to do something else? Can you climb? Kind of. You might be able to just... Okay. Is that any surface? Yeah, kind of. Almost any surface you can just jump on. It's a desk. Can't affect it. What's this? Interact. Electric module, rare, shocking, decent. You found a weapon special effect add-on. Attach it to your ranged weapon to give you an extra damage type for as long as the ammo lasts. Some enemies have a resistance or weakness to different weapon special effects, so use them wisely. What's up, Chem? We can equip it. To attach the special effect add-on, select it through the consumable quick menu. To open the menu, hold. I just did, and it would... Is it because it's saving? There's another door. The toilet. I found a health patch. Yes. In the bathroom. You found a medic supply. Bags like this contain items that can heal you. Your health doesn't automatically regenerate in combat. You have to use consumables to find other ways to heal. Did I just kick it? It's open. You can use a bandage by holding the quick select menu input and selecting it. Okay.
Low tech, but it works.
Okay. Wasn't this game in like development hell for like forever?
Sludges everywhere. For most, it only means death. Some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Remember to parry enemy attacks. When the enemy attacks and you see lightning bolts flashing above their heads, press. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, what did I get myself into? Covered in crap. Hey. Ow. You're really weak. I'm assuming this is just tutorial area. Looting. Fallen enemies can often be looted for healing items. Find a highlighted fallen enemy and press Y. Remember to use your healing items when you're wounded. To open the item selection, hold. Okay. Tongue tickly? What? The tongue tickly. Here, let's go get ourselves covered in oil again. It's great. Ew. We're fine. We can totally see. Not covered in sludge. It just goes away magically over time. Hey. Nothing? Okay. Is anyone dead over here? No. Anyways. It just says you're gonna die if you go in there. Don't go there. Okay. Can I change my outfit? Yes. Ow.
Neutralized. You're feeling mighty low.
I'm feeling mighty low. Stop it. Get out of here. Toxinol oil? Oh yeah, you take it. I kind of like wish it didn't go into a separate screen just to show you what you're picking up. I kind of wish it like just showed it in a little box above your head or something. But, Let me go up. No, I want to go up. I want to go up. Why do I have to go inside if I could just jump over? Okay. Guess not. Why do I have an eye patch anyways? Oh, hey. Where we are. We started making it late 2017. It's a little long, but it's honestly, it's not that much longer than most games are these days. Character aura. Gear. In this section, you can change equipment and weapons. Circle icon represents a part of the body that can be geared up with equipment found or bought from vendors. Your favorites can be saved in the outfits menu. It's the outfits menu where you can create and save different gear setups. I can just be naked. Yes. Bask in my adorableness. Oh, God. How do I change my stuff? Oh, it's gear. Here we go. Oh, hey, Naked. He was naked for a bit. First thing I'm noticing, I don't feel like combat has a whole lot of weight to it. Like, I don't feel like I'm really hitting even though I am hitting. I don't know if it's because of the volume. I'm not certain on that. It may also just be the skills I have. Some enemies carry large shields. You need to break their shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. Ow. Get out of here. Defeating enemies and completing quests will give you XP. Leveling up allows you to raise one of your attributes by 10. You'll also get 1 point that you can use to unlock skills in the Wung Fu and perks menu. To go to the menu, press them. Where is that? Character. When you level up, you can increase an attribute of your choice by 10. Pick which attribute you want to increase from the list. 10 intellect. What's that animation? You'll earn upgrade points when leveling up. These can be used to acquire new special attacks and perks. Time to unlock your first special attack. Ranged. I don't want guns. Ugh, unarmed. Phantom Paw. Tap to perform a spinning kick. Oh, these are Unspeakable Hand. Finish an unarmed melee chain with a launching and pile driver slam. Why is it forcing me into, like, gun or melee? That kind of annoys me. Finish your melee chain by fan firing your gun. No. It's fine. I don't think it's going to allow me to pick it. I think it's going to do one of those, you need to pick one of these. And I'm going to be like, ugh. Wung Fu perks. Once you have more upgrade points, remember to spend them on perks and special attacks in the Wung Fu and perk menus. How do I get more, like, abilities? Aura and Psi powers. These choices and interactions can award you with Psi points that you can use to unlock powers at psionic totems. Oh. Dandy candy. A dainty. Yes. Taffy. I don't want to go that way. Don't tell me where to go. It's all like you're still in tutorial area. Fucking go this way. I'm like, fine, okay. The animation is amazing. It's pretty good.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Crowbar, I need it. Old world clawbar. But I really don't want to use that. Let me see what it's like. Gear. Main hand. You can sort your gear according to different stats. You can scrap the highlighted piece of gear for crafting resources by pressing Y. Okay. Excuse me. Automaton. Functions appearance. Oh, it's a flashlight. Oh, apparently he's a lot of things. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Jeez. Oh, I think it's to help us open doors, that's why. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Thank you, Sajida.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
The claw. Just shattered the entire thing. You're on your way to performing a special attack. Possible special attacks are prompted in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Pressing the indicated input while it is shown will trigger your special attack. Wow. Too late, I used it on something that didn't need it.
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
I'm stuck. I'm gonna die.
Dying like that is an art form.
I am fine when games do that to you. When a game is all like, well, you screwed up, go and die in a hole somewhere, I'm totally fine with that. There's definitely some things about this I'm already seeing that I like. But until I get out of this tutorial area, I'm not going to really know how I feel about it. Because right now, it's all tutorial area.
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Pew Pew Bosk Spraka Spark Gloves. So you can change your weapons on the fly. That's kind of cool. I like that he's a little flashlight on your shoulder. Rabbit sleep.
The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Dead. That one good.
Get out of here. Dying is like an art form, so when you set your Sims on fire. You absorbed a bioblob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You collect bioblobs by defeating morks and finding containers at various places in the world. You can use your bioblobs to unlock special powers anytime accessing the mutations part of the menu. Anything else? Where's the mutations part of the menu? Go to the mutations tab to unlock psi powers, biogenetics, and to upgrade your resistances. Psi powers. Blink. To use Blink, press down the input you have bound to the ability to. It will teleport you in the direction you are moving and create a shockwave where you appear. Or Blaze. Use Blaze, press down the input you have bound the ability to. Blaze will launch you forward and leave a trail of fire behind you. Why can't I afford Blink? I don't have any side points.
Curious about
Wait.
what's up there?
What do I have then? I have bio points. Oh. To use Mothmouth, press the ability of the bound to while facing the enemy. This will infect any small humanoid enemy hit. While infected, enemies will attack their allies instead of you, or Vile Bile. Ew. Spews toxic slush in the direction you are facing. I'm gonna hold on to those. So what's the plot for this one? I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet. Like, it's just kind of thrown us into the game and hasn't really given us much in the way of a plot. Like, so when we started, we were just sort of traveling and then something attacked us and we jumped into a hole and then we're here. I don't know anything else.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
You found a puzzle. These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths while others feature different rewards. Switch which node is selected. Use left stick. To rotate, press the left button and right button. This is the number of rotations you have left. The higher your intellect, the more moves you have. Each node has a certain position it must be rotated into to complete the puzzle. Oh, I think I see. Okay. Running out of moves before that may have consequences. So, that's easy. Just face each one.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Okay. So a singular corporation destroyed all of humanity. Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing.
Going pew pew.
It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Let's try that again.
I screwed up.
Quite a shock to the system. Let's try that again.
Yeah, I don't know how I got so stupid with that. I wasn't even paying attention apparently. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, of course I went for the most wizard-esque character I could. Plus, anything I've heard from anyone who's talked about the game, all they ever do is they're all like, my gun-toting or sword-wielding character? I'm all like, what about the psionics? They're like, you don't need to be a psi-freak. You can have psionics by using swords. I'm like, okay. What about a psionic? Perfectly countering an enemy attack will stun them. A stunned enemy has stars circling above their head, and after hitting the enemy again, you can launch it up in the air by pressing left button.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
That's what I do. Why do I need to, like... When I could just... Like, why do I need to parry you when I could just do this? I'm not doing anything. I'm pressing some buttons and he's kind of just going around the room on his own. Stop it.
That's the
Stop
last
it.
of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup
I
arrives.
just stop hitting the wheeled one. Look at all this. Yay.
Delicious.
Okay. Energy pack small. Where is he going? I want to go up here. No. The wheeled one is outnumbered. He'd better have a shotgun. He has a shotgun. Hold on, I'll close him in. Now we can beat him up in silence. A new friend, an old friend. Is it he a new friend that's old because he's an old friend?
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
Do I have amnesia?
He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
Name is out of date.
He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Your Muma and Popsy.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Aura balanced. By default, dialogues are set to advance from one NPC line to the next automatically. If you want to manually advance the dialogue, you can change this in the settings. Way back in the long ago. This was me. I was an adorable little child. Look at how adorable I am. I'm supposed to go that way, but I refuse. I'm going this way. I feel like the grass is like receding a little bit as I'm walking towards it. What the hell is going on with the grass? Look at that. Whoa. Yeah, it's like shrinking so I can see through it. Or it's becoming see-through, whatever. Which is so wonky. I am talked to Best Before. Best Before. Why do you look like a greaser? God.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Mooma's love. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glittergrass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
What? I'm so small. What? Ruffle the glittergrass. Why is he singing? I have no idea. Can I just jump down here, or will I take fall damage? There's no fall damage. I can swim. Look at how I swim, though. Yeah. Never mind. I was taking my key and I just noticed. So in the past I died. But we don't talk about that anymore. This is me running fast. I didn't know you could run. I pressed down on the joystick and I suddenly did that. Excuse me. Am I a cat? I feel like I'm something akin to a cat. It doesn't make me go any faster. It's just an animation. Unless it does something later. Here. Do I take fall damage? No. Not as far as I can tell. What happened just now?
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Oop, net received. What do I do with it?
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai. They're hiding in the glittergrass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the natural rock. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Inosculated pensai. Merge the nano with the tree. I'm a little babu. I like that. The ground like kicking up is nice. Like the grass kicking up and the like everything else in the screen. It's a nice little touch. Graphically overall, I like the game. I like the game's visuals. Well enough. I feel like I've been in this tutorial for a really long time, though. Oh, that's all we need. Just one. We're done.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good. That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined.
I said Mom doesn't care about me.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eaters' DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater, The Mecton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride.
Vunko Vunturbo.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Do wobble.
Oh my god, it's a net. A rod net, thanks. Oh my god, I can finally move again. The one thing I was noticing, especially with that entire cutscene, that I'm starting to feel like, while I really like the narrator, his voice and everything else, they have a different actor, obviously, for each of the characters to be speaking this gibberish. I feel like it's taking twice as long to hear these basic lines, because first I have to hear him speak gibberish, then I have to hear the narrator translate it into English, and then I have to listen to him speak gibberish again, and then wait for the narrator to translate into English again. I would have rather if they had just said, fuck it, we don't need a gibberish language, let's just have each of the actors say their own lines. I feel like the story delivery would go faster, because everything up to this point since I last fought, I feel has taken too long.
Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
I want to see more psionic powers. It's such a pain to get them.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
So the entire story is humanity fucked up and destroyed everything. New species came about as a result of the toxic sludge and crap. And there's a world tree at the center of the world that needs to be kept alive, otherwise we all die. This is like the most basic JRPG plot. It's fine. It's serviceable. It's whatever. What do I think the potato people are? I saw when you said that. I was just, with all the cutscenes and everything, I didn't want to talk over it. I think they're basically... I did this. He doesn't actually sprint. He moves at the same pace.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Did I just mark it with my... Did I just pee on it to mark it? Signposts are found near locations of interest all around the world. You'll unlock a signpost when interacting with it. You can fast travel to a signpost you've unlocked by selecting on the map. You mark it by peeing on it. To open the map at any time, press A.
Let's see.
Alright. I actually don't mind the credits being like that. Part of me is all like, please stop already, and the other part of me is all like, they're not really in my way. And this is a group of people that really worked hard on this, so... Bye, Jigglypuff, whatever you are.
The World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time.
Small health pack. Thought I'd find something a little bit better, I guess. I don't know. This is me wet? Why do I look the same as if I was covered in oil?
That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Your inner balance is two halves that completes a wholeness that flows through all things. At times, you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through deeds and dialogue choices. Few are those who always act in the same manner, and our wholeness is the sum of the choices we make and the actions we take. The balance of your actions creates your aura score, which affects the dialogue with other characters.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Interacting with captives and psi shrines will award you with psi points that you can use to unlock psionic powers. Powers can only be why is it giving me this? Can only be unlocked once you've reached the required darker inner balance. Okay.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He can't understand why you'd do such a thing. He won't make it out of here on his own.
I don't like you.
Good work, clever cogs. Let me guide you into the dark.
Oh my god.
Seriously? I always thought better of you than that.
And you were wrong. There's always more dark than light.
There's still time to turn back.
They're already heading down my road.
Psi point unlocked. Gained a psi point. Use it to unlock powers in the mutations menu. Some points are locked by the aura score, meaning that your psi points can only unlock powers of the same color as your current aura or those without color.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important.
Oh my god, can I control the game?
Out of date knows you'll make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there's two nearby.
Wait,
how did he get up
The
here?
tribe is likely to be your primary choice as they seek to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagni especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. In Jagni's case, letting the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life is part of their plan. They believe a cleansing is the only way the world can be saved. He'll be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Where? What? Okay. Your current and started quests are shown on the journal. See the top menu above. You can change which quest you track by opening the journal tab and selecting another quest. In the journal, you can find information on your quests as well as previous tutorials and dialogues. Okay. Oh my god, stop.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Can I play now? Like, I feel like...
Welcome back.
Morning Rainbows, thank you for the resub. 33 months, holy crap, you're almost 3 years in. Wow, thank you. I feel like the game is doing a little bit too much telling instead of showing. And I believe it's definitely it's been grabbing my face and thrusting it in different directions way too much. I'm like, I just want to play. Where do I get my... Is it under mutations? Psi powers. Okay, I have 2. Blink. I bound Blink to X and it threw it on B. Why? Blink. Bind. X. That's not really blinking. That's like sliding across the ground. Which honestly is the same looking as the fire one. Why? Okay, whatever. I'm going up this because I'm tired of being in tunnels.
It's a bridge. Just get over it.
Stand by your gate, brother. Oh my god. Okay, see how the narrator was talking while I was moving? Totally fine with that. It's been the grabbing control of the camera, taking control of things, and then just... It's been driving me nuts when it's trying to take control of everything.
Energy isn't up.
Hey. I don't know who you guys are. Who are you guys? Oh. Oh no, they're level 5. Didn't matter. I'm level 3 now. Why is it changing my target? Stop it. Killed them. I don't know who they were. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, how to character. More intellect.
New thoughts for you.
More intellect. More intellect. Upgrade points. Okay. Mutations. Biogenetics. Vile bile. I don't want vile bile. It seems really gross. I have one upgrade point. Close combat, basic ranged, basic melee, maneuvers, close combat, blow noose, ranged combat, guns, crane dance. What is crane dance? No, I don't want to remember that.
They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the Tribe War began.
Why do they have this entire trench? I want to know what's up there.
Foot hand, you can do it.
Yay. No fall damage. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I know you get a glider at some point and you can jump off of high points, aka Breath of the Wild.
Thought. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the Tribe War or part of the problem.
I'm gonna pee on their signpost. Watch this.
Let's see.
Okay. Hey.
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Doesn't know if the Sifu will have time for you, but he'll let you in to find out.
He's beautiful.
Zata is the moi totloho. Kariesne zdatse. Paro, ya put
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. He understands that sometimes we need to lose ourselves to find ourselves. But he's glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land and there are rivals in all directions. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says fear and hatred is the only path to domination, but you already know that. So embracing that side of you and helping them vanquish the tribes and letting the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life should be an easy decision.
Totloho.
He expected you'd join them. You understand that the universe runs on the principle that the one who dominates others runs the show.
Tolo. Zivot. Totloho.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants to deal with first is the Myriad.
Totloho. Zum ilam dat nete.
The Myriad are too good to be true. They might believe in the greater good and a code of honor, but uniting the tribes and saving the Tree of Life won't change anything. You must stop living in the past.
Is that a skeleton? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Onis purenos odlisini. Tolo.
Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse to be the victim here.
Novi. Onis purenos odlisini.
They have no intention of letting this drag out, or they'll run the risk of teaching the enemy their art of war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
So, basically we sided with the people that want to destroy the world.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Del novazi ale dlohodo. Kariesne statse.
You both share dark thoughts, so they want to wage a war. A war where all that's left behind is casualties.
Iglezed. Uko onis purenos odlisini.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Zanamach.
Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin.
Unavochni dlohoni. Skuni.
Your Muma taught each disciple a weapon. She never intended it for hunting, nor war, but lately the art of defense has been shadowed by relentless attack.
Mali muzamit.
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Nibira inatofo. Mali muzamit.
Jackney doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared.
Is the moi odlisini novai.
I feel like we're
Remembers
repeating a lot of
your
information.
kind and unselfish soul, and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good.
Zata apinosko. Zivot.
Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival outpost, but we've got no time to be sentimental. War,
Perfetta. Onis purenos odlisini.
it's always the little things you remember, and with you it's pretty much the only thing he recalls, that you were little.
I won't let me kill him. Where did everyone else go? Can't hurt them. Look at this. Hey, are you upset at things? This doesn't care. Okay. I don't know what the hell the sitting creature is supposed to be. None of the animals look like any animals we really know. They're close to it sometimes, but not fully. They're all like biomutants. The basic concept. The game definitely has a sense of charm to it. I can definitely see why people like it to some extent. I also see why there's a lot of criticism going on with it. Me personally, I've been playing this for an hour and a half. Within an hour and a half, I don't feel like I've accomplished a lot, and I feel like they've thrown way too much tutorial stuff at me. I feel like that a lot of the tutorial stuff could have been simplified. I don't feel like I need all these characters telling me so much crap. I really wish they invested more in showing rather than telling. It would give a lot of the characters more of an meaningful feel. Like right now, I don't want to interact with him because I'm worried I'm going to be stuck at a really long thing again.
Says it's good to meet a fellow Yin Jagni cousin. Keep hoarding things the way you should. Says you should take...
Oh my god. Bye. Yeah, no. Energy left, I was gonna die. Suddenly not wet. I do like being able to jump around the world. I like that aspect of it.
Says hello. Wonders what...
I don't care. Go away. It just says hello. Wonders what... No. No, don't care. No, don't care. No, I don't want to talk to you. Oh no.
It's Jagni's fault.
This isn't Gothic. You can't endlessly beat up peaceful NPCs for XP. Yeah. I was wondering because it seemed like it was giving me some sense of freedom, especially with the fact that I beat up the guards on the road. I was wondering if it did. Is that another village over there? So this is supposed to be sprint, but I don't feel like I'm moving any faster. Excuse me. Third sneeze today. Why? I've definitely been having some allergy issues today. Thank you, Bornin.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the Wonka especially. Deformed and unfurred. You're fading.
I hit so hard with my psionics. Not just any mump, but a wonky mump. Look at all the dead guys. I got a tongue tickly from him. Oh, yay. I just walked right. Nothing wrong with this. It looks so imposing and big, but it's completely able to be walked through. A health pack. Now, when I picked a healing item, I don't know how to choose what I picked. It just kind of like, I picked something and then it just happened. So I have no idea if I wasted a good one. I don't think going up there is anything. It's a sprint. Wasn't just any mump, it was a wonky mump. I will say that currently it's definitely not holding me enough to me wanting to play it again.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
How about you say that while I'm moving? I'm so irritated with this narrator right now. The narrator was not a good choice. Just the pulling of the camera to force me to look at things is used way too much. I mean, I am fine with that mechanic in games because yes, it does help a lot of times, but it's doing it so much in this that I'm annoyed with it.
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
Oh no. Am I having a flashback? This camera sees, that is.
Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind.
That's goop.
Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. Oh, he asks how you are today. Goop wants you to make it a priority to come looking for him whenever you're feeling down. He'll make you smile. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming. Goop says some choose to be lonely because no one understands what they're going through. If that's you, he'll try to help you, if you let him. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now.
Oh my god, I thought I already know.
And he'll be honored.
Is he gonna throw you in? That wasn't it. You can swim in most waters, while in very deep water you'll slowly lose key energy, and when you're out of key you'll drown. I kind of already figured this out though.
He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling that you're going to drown is a great reminder of the need to learn how to swim. But you need practice. Lots of practice.
Or a better teacher.
You need to rely on those who somehow know how to teach. Those willing to bend down and help you pick up your boots. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. He won't let anyone know you can't swim. He assumes that's what you meant. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something.
That's your Mooma.
Andro?
You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go.
Why does she look like this? She's basically a carbon copy of the character I made with small changes.
Beri, minalagi mamuru.
She's not unhappy with your progress, but you still have a lot to prove.
Oh no, her outfit's clipping through her body.
Practice makes perfect.
Is that it, or is that a scrap under it? I can't tell.
Beri?
She says nobody is perfect. That's why you practice.
Kala.
She'll see you at the village square.
Oh, maybe that is supposed to be looking like that. It's not clipping through her. I think that's just the texture.
Can't see.
She understands, but sometimes you need to do what you have to and not what you want to.
Oh no. No. Well, yeah, it does look like Jello because they decided not to give it any water animation or movement, and you could completely walk through it. I don't listen. You listen. Yeah. Don't talk to me.
Another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. He's learned that things are never as bad as they seem. You'll feel better in the morning. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on.
If you pick it up, I don't have to.
It's your own future you're risking by not caring for the environment. The next generation will pay for the mistakes of the last. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some.
Can I not do a bunch of fetch quests within a dream, please? Please? Search the rubbish pile. Is your memory of the village? If you don't remember things being solid, that's on you and possibly in your head injuries.
He wonders what usefulness you found.
You're the expert.
Sometimes he's an expert, but sometimes he just does what's right. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle.
I doubt you what I found is useful.
But that's his point, to take something useless, change it, and put it to good use again. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Welcome to crafting. Here you can modify existing weapons and armors, or if you're feeling creative, create entirely new weapons from scratch. With the right pieces, you can craft your own weapons. To start crafting your weapon, first select the base. This defines which kind of weapon you will craft. There are 3 different kinds of melee weapons: crush, one-handed slash, and two-handed slash. I don't want to choose that one. To continue crafting your weapon, select the handle slot. I don't know what the difference is. Sure. I made a hammer. Okay.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon.
I wanted something cutting edge.
He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon.
I made it, it's mine.
Gizmo doesn't mind sharing. What's his is yours, and what's yours is his. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
There she is again.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Can't be there if I'm here, Mom.
She suggests you better hurry up then. You won't get far with that attitude.
Tropalo.
Oh, they
She
changed my
wants you to
damage and armor
grow
because
up
the
and
numbers okay.
start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone.
I'm just not there yet.
Tropalo.
She says it's not only about this moment and where you are going. You have to find yourself first, then everything else will follow.
Asil natu. Kanyala na toro.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
I'll find a way there in the end.
Duri kumbala muma.
Just
Asil
like
natu.
smacking
She
her
worries
verbally.
about you. Sometimes you get lost in your own world, where the only thing that matters is you.
So, I like how, if you guys don't remember, oh,
They look
fucking
determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He's not scared of anything, least of all you. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are.
rather be a nobody than you.
He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't do, and that includes you.
Hit him. Ow. I'm gonna murder them. How dare they take my hammer? I made that.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Thanks, Mom, oh great Wung Fu master that didn't want to come by and help me. They're envious because I have you.
Kalino?
She's there for all disciples. That's her commitment as Sifu. And when she needs them, they're there for her and each other. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now.
I'll catch them later.
She suggests that you forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them more.
She's just magically gone again. Thanks, Mom. Just magically gone again. So, what I was trying to say beforehand, before I got pulled into that cutscene thing and fight, was if you remember, the Sifu of the tribe warned us that we were going through our old village, and he said, "Don't get sentimental. We don't have time for that." And the first thing that happens when you walk into your village is you decide to get sentimental. Guys on the left and the right looks familiar. They did a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know if they're supposed to be familiar or
close
no.
to heart, doing what he does best.
Is that Dad?
Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling.
As good as anybody, not better.
Training with Muma will make you feel better. It always does. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training.
Make it quick.
He'll leave the quick part to you. You're the martial artist, after all. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
Muma and Popsy. It is adorable. Like, this is the same quest I just did, just in a different location for a different character.
He's curious to see what you found.
It's our home, your stuff.
He's gathered so much over the years, and it's hard to remember everything. Nothing's wrong with his memory. It's just short.
Zatuna lemma.
He can work wonders with pretty much anything, and asks if you know how to upcycle.
I'll get my hands dirty to find out. I do know how to upcycle. I just went through
Says
this.
at least dirty hands are proof that you tried, and that counts. That you failed this time doesn't mean you can't succeed the next. He says it's about time you learned how, and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
When loading, you will find add-ons. These can be crafted onto an item to increase the stats of the item. To upgrade armor and clothing with items, select a slot and add on them, press X. I mean, I like the concept of this. That did
The
nothing.
style might be too edgy for his taste.
I'll make things you won't. I didn't even get a chance to craft it.
He can see the rebel in you. You're like your Moomer in that way. Always choosing your own path, even if it might lead you to peril. You should take it with you. Wear it to practice.
I made it so it's mine.
He agrees that you need to keep some things to yourself, but in general, you should know that sharing is caring. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
So you can make your own weapons, which I had heard about, and I've heard that the crafting system is one of the better parts of the game. I didn't know you can make your own gear.
Your Moomer says it's about time you got here.
Better late than never.
Says being on time would be better yet. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down. But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
No, because they're stupid.
You might not be ready to take on someone with smarts yet.
Look at how small you are.
Your Moomer says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Why are you proud? I did all the work.
You should just keep working, and you'll do well. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
About time he did something for me.
Reminds you that the best way to get someone to do things is for you to thank them.
Come here. How am I supposed to catch you? How am I supposed to catch you? How? Oh, I think I'm supposed to use Y.
Catchy. Your Moomer says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
That entire segment felt so jarringly broken. I have no idea what that was about. I've seen better days.
Thinks you could say that about everything. She hopes you have better days ahead. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
I'll be under surveillance.
You should think of it as watching over you when she can't. Your Moomer says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Sure, it's getting late.
Amun.
Says a good rest makes you ready for tomorrow. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
It was still like bright light outside.
Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire.
He just decided it's raining. Like, we should probably go. The entire house is
Your
burning.
Muma urges you to blaze a trail.
Goodbye, Mom. It was nice knowing
A
you.
burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
Oh my god. I just want to get out of here. What am I covering my face for? It's like there's rain and fire. It's just like levels of confusion.
That's just adding fuel to the flames.
I just rolled into the fire. I can't roll on my own, only when it wants me to.
Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Goodbye, Muma. You're gonna die or something. With how small you are, she couldn't pick you up and bring
Your
you.
Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
What? This time?
Lupa Lupin is a problem older than you.
I feel like we have enough time to be
You
moving.
need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead.
Okay.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has finally caught up with her.
I'll stay out of the way.
Exactly what she wants you to do. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Ow. Stop. Does seem like. Stop stepping on my mom. I feel like I'm doing a decent amount of damage here. Stop stepping on my mom. Oh, there she goes. Goodbye, Mom. Going this way. It was nice knowing you. Is he coming after me? Oh, what is he doing? It won't let me... Wait, is this a invisible wall? Really? Look, Mom's still alive. Muma, I mean... Wait, does he have full health again? Ow. I like whittling away at his health. Beating you up. I like how she was all like, stay away, and you're like, no.
To make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water.
But my key, Mom. My key means I'm just gonna drown. I like how she's like effortlessly.
You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Oh. Am I supposed to be doing anything, or is she doing it? I'm not doing anything. She's just doing it on her own. You only have so much time. Get back to her. I should let myself get hit and see what happens, but then he's gonna make me drown. He's gonna come out of the water again. You seem to swim perfectly fine when you need to. No, Muma.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now.
Wow. Is this really how she dies? It's like the most pathetic death
If
for
a
her.
sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Did I level up at all from that? Apparently.
Sharpening of the mind.
We're just higher and higher right here. Mutations. Psi powers. We don't have any. I have 3 bio points, 2 upgrade points. The upgrade points are with upgrade resistance. Oh, I can do this with bio points. Oh, that's nice. Totally fine with being more resistant to that stuff. Biogenetics, don't need that. But I have 2 upgrade points. Where do I use the upgrade point? Oh, here we go. There or here. Perks. Nocturnal, plus 10 intelligence at night. Mind melt. Power damage ability attacks have a 10% chance to inflict a critical hit. Sure. Where was the village? I mean, so here's the thing. We're basically at the end of the stream. I don't feel like I've accomplished a lot, and I feel like I've been stuck in a lot of tutorials. I mean, tutorials are nice and everything. I kind of feel like these are... They kind of overstay their welcome, and they're a little too long. The story is very generic basic right now. Like, there's nothing interesting to it for me at the moment. You can now craft weapons and modify... Oh my god. Now I have pop-ups about crafting, even though I just went through an entire... Okay. Oh my god, shut up. Craft. How do I even craft them? I don't have any items to craft with. Modify. Okay, so you can add on. There's nothing.
You look great.
my god, stop seizing control of the camera.
Tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out. It's no pet.
I'm so tired of the camera seize.
They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
Goodbye, Fluff Hulk. Nice knowing you. Bye, guys. I could just leave them to die. What, is it forcing me to do this? I mean, they seem to be doing fine on their own, honestly. Here, have that. I missed. Why are you shooting into the air? Shoot at him. Like, what the hell? This is what happens when you play like Wizard. Oh, my face.
You've already drained yourself. It was harder than expected to take down the Fluff Hulk.
No, it wasn't.
They've received news a Ronin joined the tribe's ranks and were looking forward to meeting you.
Okay.
A group of Jagni warriors are already waiting for you at Myriad's Vespidut outpost.
Okay.
You should hurry there and help them storm the outpost.
Are we strong enough?
That you chose to ally with Jagni is a sign of strength in itself, and you'll only make them stronger.
Anyways. We need to stop before we continue. I don't much like it. I hate to say it, I don't much like the game. It has not felt it's felt like it hasn't let me play, and because I picked Psyfreak, I guess there's a lot less involved because all I've got to do is just this. Granted, it doesn't auto-target very well. There is a targeting system. I don't understand the targeting system.
Sadly, you're not on the Myriad
It seems to just auto-target. I think there must be a way to swap between them. I kind of wish all the tutorials had taught me how to do that, if that is a thing. But I want to like it. There is something likable here, and guaranteed there are people who are going to end up liking this game. The environments are really cool. I like the overall look of them. I like the feel. I don't feel like the story's compelling at all to keep me wanting to go. I don't feel like the combat's all that compelling for me. But again, I'm early on in the game, so I can't even say what combat turns into. He just blinked out of existence. Game, you don't need you. Okay. Anyways, we're not going to be playing it again. It's interesting in its own respect. I think it's up to each person if they're going to end up liking it. I personally don't find much of a pull in it for me. And that's just how I feel about it. But at any rate, let's go and raid Luna Arcana. She is currently playing Heroine's Quest. Anyone who saw me play it know it's an absolutely fantastic adventure game. Go and say hi. Go show some support. I will be back tomorrow with a lot more interesting games. But have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here. Goodbye.